So your boy Retro, you know, got his move sale going on, and I just showed you guys those shoes I put out there. You know, I got some kids over here. They want the shoes, but they don't have no money. And hold on a second. You don't have no money, but he said he found some kids' shoes in the garbage that still have the straps on them. So he's talking about trading me. I was about to find out. Let me see them, boys.
Alright, so these are really rare, the Jordan 1s. They got the straps on them. A lot of parents
Listen, man, you don't even have to explain that. I'll take them.
Alright.
I'll take them. Those shoes are yours, all right? Go grab them, man. Yeah, as long as they fit you, they're good. I'm happy. That's funny. The same color of what you have on now. Isn't that funny? No wonder why you wanted them.
Oh, you're trading.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm trading
I
them.
don't know what goes on here.
Those are his size, you know. I don't have no use for them. He's replacing them with some cool Jordans. What's funny? I bet you any money I could probably get $50 out of those. I probably get more money out of those than those.
What are you doing?
Just because of their black and orange and they're small. Those are. I'm happy to help you out.
Yeah, well, they definitely won't fit him. He needs something that fits
Yeah,
him.
for sure. Those are nice, man. You know.
What did you do? Outgrow your shoes? Yeah. Hey, those are. Tell your ma it pays to buy the best because now you were able to trade your old stuff for something that fits.
Hold on a sec. Don't go anywhere. Hold on. I'm gonna hook this kid up with something nice. I got these clothes, man, and you know I don't need all this stuff, you know. I don't. Like this jacket, right? Nice ass jacket. You know, this shit don't fit me really, you know. This jacket got a burn hole in it somehow. Oh no, that's just mold or something growing on it. I know this is winter stuff, but listen, I'm moving to Florida. I can't take. I'm gonna be living on a boat. I can't take all this stuff. This looked like a fucking. It looked like a spider or something made an egg sack. You might have to clean that off. That was in my closet. Mm-hmm. That's an expensive jacket. Keep you warm. Figure it out. That's another jacket. That's nice. Put them up. Keep them for winter. Right. You know, and you're talking. I paid $200 for that jacket, right? Mm-hmm. So that will come off. I don't know. I just noticed it. I thought maybe I burned a hole in it or something, but.
Crowd control.
But yeah, just take the jacket, man. You know.
Mm-hmm. That works really
I usually don't show like on camera me giving stuff to people. You don't want to do that. Jesus says not to do that. But I'm using it as kind of like a teaching thing, you know. Mm-hmm. So I asked him to forgive me, but yeah, enjoy the stuff, man. Keep on doing what you're doing. You work hard. I see you knocking on door to door, asking. Listen, keep on doing what you're doing.
I appreciate
Serious.
you.
Yeah, you too. You too. Stay out of trouble, kids.
Have a good day.
You too. Come back around. All right. What? Oh yeah, it's a Jewish star. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a Jewish star.
I'm getting smart.
Haha.
I'm recognizing these things.
That's right. You got
I had a
to.
Jewish principal. He liked me.
Ah.
He didn't like the little, he didn't like that white gay fat fag boy, because he kept lifting up we would have a substitute, and her skirt would be a little longer than our regular teacher, because our regular teacher wore a mini, and we were all like, in our minds,
Right.
she'd be bending over and
all that type of stuff. She's trying to air it out.
Yeah, well, the substitute teacher always wore a longer skirt, and it was frustrating that little gay guy. And he had to lift that damn skirt up because he wanted to see the.
Of course. Everyone says it good.
He zipped out of that room real quick, and here comes a short, bald-headed Jewish guy, all dressed up in a suit, and he grabbed that guy by his ear, and we never saw him again.
And just pulled them out.
He never been in Sally Tickner's class again. Well,
That's
Sally
funny.
Tickner, she's a real tickle boy. Ooh, you know, she was doing those short skirts, man.
So you're good with this, Bill? You got your pictures?
Ooh, I better be careful. I don't want to smell them with that shit. I might be getting high. Well, I took a picture of both sides and
Alright.
and the Mossberg, but I didn't take a picture of it. Warning: read the owner's manual. Blah de da da. That's kind of sissy.
Yeah, that's.
You know, they got that on my BB pistol, my CO2 powered BB pistol. I remember when they first busted me, Livonia cops. They found it underneath my front seat of my truck. I was wondering what happened to that damn. I didn't wonder what happened to it until they found it. I said, how'd that get there? I must have left that there. Because that's what we use for burglary.
Of course.
Shut out windows to get in the car.
That's how you gotta do it.
I done there, forgot it was there.
Spark plugs at the bus.
And I got busted. I had about...
If you're good, you use a screwdriver.
Let's see, one,
you don't need all that. You don't even break the car. You don't have to break the window.
4, 5. I had about $7,000 in diamonds.
Oh yeah.
Diamond tools. I was selling them for about $300 to the dealer, and he thought they were his, but they weren't.
That's funny.
And then he turned me in, and as soon as I sold them, I'm walking out of the place with a check. Next thing you know, the cops are ambushing me.
Of course.
I
wouldn't they?
You know, I was going to clobber the guy, but I saw his shoulder patch because I was ready to mutilate him. But he had a shoulder patch on, so I didn't. And I see them raiding my truck, and they slapped that damn pistol on the hood like they found something.
You see why I got that, Bill?
How'd that get there, huh?
You see why I got this? We fully disassembled this by hand, no tools, reloaded it, cleaned it, and packed it back up.
M1 carbine is the same. Well, it's a little tricky. If you fully disassemble, then you got to have some tools. But you know,
For the main basics, the main operation of it.
If I can take the whole bottom trigger mechanism off without any tools,
which is nice.
Maybe a pencil to push out the pin. But I can put it all
back together.
And
that's good engineering.
Barrel,
right.
But you know.
That's always nice to have, you know. And it's, you got to think about that stuff, you know, when you're. Those are nice guns, man. That's serious weaponry.
I got the World War II clip.
That's dope.
It's a little square clip.
That's dope.
Because I could have had the longer clip.
People need to show up.
MASH, the banana curve one, but.
Oh, those are sweet. Those remind me. I don't know why.
It might hang up.
Every time I see those Jamaican clips, it always reminds me of Steven Seagal.
I had the regular
the 90s
World War
movies.
II clip that holds 15.
That's a lot of rounds, believe it or not, to me.
Because I wanted to look at exactly.
You only need 5, really.
I ain't no maniac.
No, as I said, you only need 5. You only need 5.
So I only put 3 or 4 rounds.
If you're real good, you only need 1.
I don't want it to wreck the spring.
Oh yeah.
The spring, But I like to get some dummy bullets in there or something. My brother said, "Oh, if you put those, it'll ruin the barrel."
What? No. I mean, I don't like shooting.
I just wanted to shoot blanks like cardboard.
I really only like shooting brass through my stuff. I prefer brass, but if it's a cheaper gun, I'll throw some silver through it. Some
I just
cheaper.
won't use it unless somebody's shooting at me.
Well, that's the point.
If they shoot at me and miss, or shoot at me and get me,
I don't even target practice really anymore.
Then I'll shoot them. But other than that, I'll just use the BB pistol.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
But if so, there might be somebody that come in there and try to shoot me in my house.
You never know.
Because we were sitting on the porch on the east side, me and Bulldagger girl. We just late in the evening, we hear all this shooting, pop, 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 at the end of her block, and then shortly after, a guy in a Delta 88 come driving by, and we're looking at him, and he looking at us, and we knew it was him doing the shooting, and he yelled at us, "Don't look at me!"
What the fuck?
We both jumped up and ran
turned around. Yeah.
If it was your house, we'd be safe if he'd come after us and start shooting. But we were totally
run
defenseless.
Yeah, that's not cool.
The only thing I had was my exit at the other end of the
other
house, and then run off to.
That's funny. Wherever safety.
I think it was Livernois.
Oh, you're far. You're way in the
So
hood.
we had to wait. We had.
He was
an
talking about in the
escape route.
hood.
We just ran into that house, man. Yeah.
That's fun. How was Detroit back then, man? Was it crazy before the riots, or was it laid back?
Oh, people running around shooting at each other.
Even before the riots?
I just told you what the guy
Yeah.
got murdered.
That's
Right
crazy.
at the end of the street, and the killer yelled at us.
Huh.
And then every so often you may see somebody chasing somebody with a gun, shooting at
I
him.
mean, it's a city.
And then he's cocking pop because those dummies don't clean their automatic pistols. And then they pop and they don't.
They
And
jam.
then they have to go like that.
Yeah, get it done,
Pop.
Jan.
Because
Those Glocks suck. I hate
It
Glocks.
ain't semi-automatic
Worst guns ever.
no more because it ain't been
Just my
cleaned,
opinion.
you know. But and then it's common to see people shoot. Like right here in 1976, in the summer, I was under the bridge going toward the freeway by White Castle on Schoolcraft.
96?
And Telegraph. I was waiting.
Oh,
for
yeah,
the
yeah,
light to
yeah.
Change, and I saw a Camaro stop. A guy jumped out of the Camaro, leaped over the fence into the freeway.
Down there?
Another guy pulls out his Clint Eastwood pistol.
Yeah, fucking 45.
And pow, pow, pow.
Fucking
pow,
revolver.
pow, pow.
That's
And I was
crazy.
just sitting there watching, and then I take his license number and write it into my dashboard
Yeah,
on the dust,
I would have done the same.
and then they drove off. But then I realized, it's Detroit.
Yeah, that too.
I can't report it.
Yeah, I mean, you
So
wouldn't
I
be
never
a
bothered.
Detroiter.
And
That's
I-
true.
And I didn't see.
Most
I drove
Detroiters stay
by
out of
and
people's business.
I
They know
couldn't
better
see
because they
really
get
what
enough
was
bullshit
down
to deal with
there.
on their own.
I was afraid to go to the police.
facts.
station. I was just a kid. I was only 19 or
Yeah,
18.
yeah, yeah,
I
you're
think I was
young.
only- 19, I believe.
There you go. That's when I first started, you know.
I should
got
have.
in.
I should have did that, but I was afraid of the police station.
I mean, who isn't?
Like if it was a Redford Township, you know.
That's funny.
I didn't know both sides. I don't know.
Are you Bill, are you hungry?
If it was,
Are you hungry?
no.
No?
Not really. Why,
Alright.
Are you hungry?
I'm gonna be making food soon. I was asking because I'm making tacos. So if you were hungry, I was gonna make you like a little burrito.
Oh, maybe.
All right. I'm gonna start. It's gonna be about an hour till it's done. That's why I'm asking.
I could always, if it ain't too hot.
No, I won't put any peppers in or anything. It'll just be. It'll be simple.
Pepper.
So I got 4 woodpeckers living in this tree, and you don't see them very often. And their peckers are really long. They're like this long, and they fucking squawk in the morning at like 8 in the morning. They screech, and it's fucking annoying.
Really?
It's annoying as fuck, dude. And I never knew what. Yeah, I never knew what they squeaked like that. But
Maybe that was them making that noise.
they screech. There's 4 of them in here. No, there's 5 actually. I take that back. There's 5 of them in this tree. They're in those holes right there. This hole right here, this main branch. They're in that first hole, and then they're in that second hole. So if you ever want to see woodpeckers and hear them annoying screeches, come by here at 8 in the morning, right when the sun starts coming by. You'll see them. It's pretty cool. Yeah, you don't see them very often.
Well, now you got a kerosene heater for sale.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually. I was thinking about maybe starting it up, but plugging it in.
You don't really have to. They
Those things don't really go bad.
usually don't work.
Yeah.
It stinks too much, man.
That's why I bought those.
I only use propane.
That's why I bought the plug-in. I agree. Propane's way better than kerosene. Kerosene, even in the boat. So that's another thing I've been speaking about. Like in these third world countries and stuff, you gotta really, really be careful when you're refilling tanks when you're on the vessel, because one, these countries don't have the refinement places to refine propane, and a lot of times people mislabel stuff or they fill the wrong tank, etc., etc. You get all the way out to sea, you're expecting to turn on your burner to cook, and it's supposed to be propane. Next thing you know, you're fucking burning some other gas, and you got all this black soot all inside of your sailboat. You're breathing it in. You can't use. You're gonna die. You could start a fire. There's many things that could happen. That's why you always gotta check everything before you leave. You have to. You know, that's not something that you can't make that mistake when you're out in sea. You know, you have your wife or your family or other people, you know, they're dependent on that decision that you have made. You know, that's everyone's life at that point. So it's very, you know, and all over a propane tank, all over a tank, because you forgot to check it because that person was ignorant and didn't follow procedure. So, you know, make sure, you know, those things, they're very important when you check those things and do those things, you know, when you're running a business, you know. Or I've ran multiple businesses. I've been in charge of multiple people, hundreds of people at one time. It's called rocking the cradle. You rock the cradle, you know, and you put your foot on the cradle and you rock it back and forth. You got to let people do as they will. You can't control people. The best thing to do is to pacify them in a good way, which is with Jesus. To be honest with you, always spread love and you care for others, because you never know what's going to happen when that man or woman leaves at the end of the day, whether it's warfare or whether it's just simply leaving this house and getting into a car. You know, that's why I pray over people. You know, and I don't even like people praying over me if I don't know who they are. Because who knows what they're saying? Who knows what's in their mind? And prayer works, you know what I mean? And people say do the evil things, you know, and people has got bad intentions constantly on you. That's like casting spells on you in a sense, because they're throwing that negative energy at you. That's why I say whenever you move into a home, get rid of anything that reminds you of your past, whether they're from other people or anything that gives you a negative, ill feeling. Yeah. Get rid of it.
Jury duty summons.
Right. Jury duty summons, that type of paperwork, burn it. Bills, burn them.
Yeah.
See, Bill even said, Broham Bill says, burn your bills.
My lawyer, I got rid of that.
Yeah, you got to.
And the court,
take care of it, but then get rid of it.
Costs.
Yeah.
I got rid of all that.
You have to.
And restitution bills, I got rid of all that.
And then not only do you have to get rid of it physically,
billed me.
You got to get rid of it spiritually in your heart.
Except for that one where they won me $10,000 and money every month. Got to have that. Yeah, you got to have that. You know, take care of your business. That's what it really comes down to. Because the judge ordered me to.
Of course, not to pay it.
He ordered me not to worry about paying for everything.
The judge ordered Broham Bill not to pay for anything, which is good.
Not to think about.
He said not to think. He said the judge ordered him not to even think about paying anything.
Right after they convicted me.
And he said that's right after they convicted him of this charge while he was on tranquilizers. That's crazy.
Well, I was ODing on tranquilizers.
He said he was ODing on. He said he was ODing on tranquilizers the whole trial. He said he had he was falling asleep and what did you do, pull your head up or something? He said, your point, he was holding his beard.
Up and I had to hold my head from falling off.
His head kept on going backwards.
Off my body, so I was holding my head from coming off my body. The only other way I could do it is to close my eyes.
Well, of course, you want to go to sleep.
Wake up! So I hold my eyes and I had to hold my head from coming off my body.
That's crazy.
Basically, that's what I do when I OD.
No wonder why the judge said not to order anything, because he knew you're a fucking useless.
Well, everything of the trial, everything of the conviction, everything is gone now.
It's done.
I can't find it.
Or I
got a $20 parking. I had to pay $20 for parking.
Just for this bullshit?
But I lost my car, and I had to have the security drive me around.
Did you find your car?
Yeah, up in that stupid parking.
36th District?
Yeah, and that's why the price went up, because I couldn't find it. And I went to 2 buildings trying to find paperwork, and they couldn't. They said, "You ain't never been good. You're just some kind of a nut. Get out of here. You will have a record."
That's Detroit. They don't even want to deal with you.
I ain't gonna argue with you.
Yeah,
no. I wrote to the state police, and they said, "You ain't never been convicted of anything."
Hey, run it.
Then I tried to get a job in the church, and they wouldn't.
They wouldn't. The church.
So they closed down. God got them.
I love this guy, man. I'm telling you, God sent this guy over here for me, man.
He's been careful that nobody annoys me.
Annoys you?
I carry the H bomb.
You do. I'm telling you.
His bomb.
His bomb. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's gonna get.
He's gonna get.
Ruin him, man.
Dude, I've seen him at work, bro. I've seen him. I've seen his work.
He bad.
He's bad, isn't he? He's a bad motherfucker, bro.
These guys
He's a bad
stole
motherfucker.
My lawnmower,
They stole your lawnmower.
and I tried to get it back, and they tried to run me over with their daddy's car.
What? All over the
Yeah.
lawnmower?
Next door to me, that lady when her kids were little kids.
Uh-huh.
And so I went and got my buddy's daughter, who was a mother,
Yeah.
and she liked me because I fixed her car all the time.
Well, I mean,
she
who
went
wouldn't?
After them and got and they had to give it back.
Yeah.
I sicked the mother on.
Oh, that's the best one.
She could drink anything
Yeah.
under the table.
Oh, that wasn't a woman. That was a monster.
Gorgeous, and she was.
And
she could
she's
drink anything
not.
down under the table.
Yeah,
and
that's
she
a
was
queen
mean
monster.
Ass bitch.
Poison.
Yeah, and I suck her.
Pure poison.
Oh, she went after them. Boy,
Yeah?
they saw hell coming.
And
They-
Cruella de Vil?
Oh, here we are. Kiss your feet.
Yeah.
Don't hurt us, Mama.
That's crazy.
Because they were afraid she
Yeah.
would talk to
Fuck 'em up.
their mother.
Oh, yeah. Mom's got the...
talking to
Mom...
their mother.
Mom
and
gossip
they're in big
gets
ass
around.
trouble, man.
Yeah.
That's why we got to keep the women out of politics.
That's right.
But as long as they're killing their babies and they're not mothers, we're safe.
Oh, my God.
Because the most powerful, feared creature on this planet is a mother.
That's true. I agree.
But now we're winning. They're killing their babies and they're taking away, they're defusing their.
They're playing. They're unarming themselves.
There's nothing more dangerous than an armed mother.
That is true. That is very true. Yeah, that is true. They say mothers.
Got that most power.
That they do.
Yeah.
The creation. God gave them the gift of creation.
I used to chase those cops away, had them crying like babies. And they came after us little
I love
kids
this guy.
because we were real bad kids, me and my sisters.
That's funny.
And the cops would come in, you're a kid. I can't get away from you. Don't hurt us, mother. We go.
That sounded like me. My mom used to beat me with crutches.
Yeah, I had to keep from laughing, no, when my mom
Funny.
beat me because it tickled.
Yeah. Eventually, it just, yeah. I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
You just get used to it.
I can't help it.
No. It's bad. We're bad children.
So I got beat so much, it started feeling good.
That's right. Dude, I'll tell you this one time, right? I got beat so much, man. My stepdad would beat the fuck out of me, man. One day he told me to go out of my room, pull my pants down, right? I knew it was bad, right? Because he told me to pull my pants down, you know? And I knew it was over. So my dumbass, right? I got out of this,
Well,
dude.
you don't want to wreck your pants, you have to buy new ones. Then.
So yeah, well listen, I didn't even take a hardcover book. I took a soft cover book to try to form it to my butt, you know, so you wouldn't be able to tell. And listen, man, he grabbed the fucking metal belt, man. Not even a leather one. I'm like, dude, this guy's gonna kill me. And fucking, I put the book on my ass, right underneath my pants, you know. And I covered up with the blanket, you know, trying to hide. I was screaming on top of my lungs, like thinking, if I scream as loud as I can, you know, he won't beat me, you know. I'm thinking I'm sorry. No, man, he stormed in there, right? He fucking ripped my pants down to whip my ass. He seen the book. He had his arm up, you know, ready to whip and everything. And he just started laughing, bro, out of nowhere. And I'm like looking at him like, you know, tormented, you know what I mean? He's laughing. He's like, that is the smartest thing I've ever seen a kid do. He said, you get out of this one. I was like, what?
Wow, man.
My stepdad was like, you get out of this one. He's like, you get out of this one. Wow. Yeah, all because I put a book on my ass.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I burnt down the garage. I almost burnt down the garage. What's funny, I burnt down the kitchen once already.
That's why he was going to whoop you?
Yeah, I fucking lit a fire on the back of the garage behind the house. I was playing with fire, and it burnt my hand. I already had a little campfire going, you know? And the wind picked up. And my dude, the fucking siding of the house, you see the plastic of the siding? The wind picked up, and I'm sitting there trying to stomp it out like this, you know? And the fucking leaves just went like that, and the whole back of the house went on fire.
No wonder you put a book. You knew you were going to get killed.
Yeah, I put a book under there, man. I got out of that. Yeah. Insurance covered it.
I started the house on fire. My mom locked me in my room.
It's, yeah.
I thought, oh no, I'm gonna be killed in here.
Yeah,
She's trying to kill me.
Yeah. Put you in the closet like that? You think you're gonna die?
Yeah. Maybe she was trying to tell me not to start the house
it's just
on
on
fire
fire?
anymore. I'm gonna die.
That's funny. You know what's funny is I actually remember the house when I started the kitchen.
Second time.
Only, yeah.
Yeah.
The first time the kitchen, I remember playing with matches, right? And I was in the kitchen, and right in the kitchen in the hallway, there was a basket of clothes, and I was like 3, I remember this. And I remember watching cartoons, Looney Tunes, and I remember finding the matches and lighting them, and when I lit them, it burnt my finger, and I was like, ow, you know, and I threw the matches down while they landed in the basket. Well, I didn't think anything of it, you know what I mean? I went back into the living room to watch cartoons. Next thing you know, I see smoke, you know what I mean? I hear my brother Michael, what the fuck? My brothers were sleeping. My brother Michael comes out and sees the laundry basket on fire, and the wall in the kitchen started on fire. You know, where the basket was up against the wall. He grabbed the basket, opened up the back door, threw the basket outside, and then called 911. By the time we even got out of the house and 911 came, the whole back of the wall was already burnt down. Yeah. Crazy shit. What's crazy is the house across the street in that house, some kid in a cape during the 90s would wear like these platform boots and like sneak over there and would go into this house at night, my brother said, and fucking, it was on the news, this kid was like bringing girls in there and raping them and shit, and like my brother said he went in there and had like a pentagram like drawn on the floor and shit and candles and stuff. Yeah, my brother took care of that. Real quick. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, crazy shit, man. Yeah, but you know, like, that's some weird shit, like, you know. But you got all these houses in Detroit are empty, man. I know so many people that are living in all those houses that are abandoned houses. So many people are living in them.
Really?
Yeah, all those junkies. Yeah. I couldn't tell you.
Don't live in that one over there.
Oh, that's because you're in Redford.
Oh, Redford's different.
Yeah, bro, you're not in Detroit. You're right on the border. You go in Brightmoor. All half of those houses, those people don't own those houses. They're all squatting. You know what they're doing over there in Brightmoor right now, right?
No.
All those houses, right? Those empty lots, people are buying them up. They're going to the city and they're finding the titles and deeds for these houses. And a lot of them are from the riots. These people that left, the whites and blacks that left the area, you know, all the Polish people, Italians, they just got up and left. They moved. They didn't care about the property. In Brightmoor, right here.
When was the riots?
The 60s.
Oh.
Yeah, when the riots happened, most of the Detroit got burnt down. They burned down the city. The blacks went through Detroit and burned down the city. And that's why Detroit is the way it is. But what people are doing is all these houses that are over there, you got all these property because you got all... So when the riots happened in the 60s, right, and they burnt down Detroit, people didn't have homes. People didn't want to stay there because why would you want to stay on a block when all the houses are burnt down? There was only 5 houses standing. You know, so people left. People owed money on those homes. They didn't want to put money into those homes. So what happened? The bank owned it. The house sat for 30 years, the last 20 years, and it got burnt down. People have been sleeping in and out of it because there's no one there. The bank doesn't have nothing to do with it. They don't know what to do with it. So what happened was, not even 10 years ago, the city was actually going in the homes. The Detroit firefighters were going in these homes and practicing controlled burns. They would go in the home, make sure there's nobody in the home, and then they would burn it down because it's cheaper to go in there, burn down the house, right? Have a controlled burn, get rid of the eyesore. You ain't got nobody squatting in there, no more drug dealing out of it, right? And then it's the person, a place, a company can come over, just fill it up, fill in the hole with dirt. You got another piece of land. It's cheaper that way. So that's what they were doing. And Brightmoor, literally, like, not even 10 years ago, they literally went through there and burnt down half the houses. If you go over there, it's just fields and fields and fields.
Yeah.
Right? So what's going on now is all these lots, people are going, that live in the city, like, for instance, I live here, right? They're getting tired of buying groceries. Groceries are getting expensive, food's getting expensive. The property over there is so fucking cheap. You're buying a whole piece of lot over there, a lot just like this, a square piece of land, for only, a couple $1,000s. And you're getting a whole piece of land over there in Brightmoor. And what they're doing is they're organic farming. So people that don't have jobs or businesses, what they're doing is they're buying the lot they're saving up a couple $1,000s, right? They're going over there, And then they're planning right now. I can bring you over there. They're going through all of that, and they're building organic farm lots or plots. And then they're not only feeding themselves, now they have a business. They have all this food, right? They can go down to Eastern Market down in Detroit and sell it to the restaurants. They're winning. So now they have their own food. They get to eat what they want. They got a piece of property. They don't have to put a garden in their backyard. So now they have, and you got to remember too, most of these people aren't people that already have yards. These people that live in downtown. These people have lofts and stuff. These people don't have access to land. This is why they're buying it. They're driving, an hour, 45 minutes, sometimes longer, just to come to Brightmoor, just to buy the land because it's so cheap.
Oh.
Yeah.
There goes the lady next door.
Yeah. But I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to upload this video. Now it's already 30 minutes, so I'll let you guys go. And I'm getting hungry. I'm going to start making lunch and, talk to Jesus and see what's going to, maybe sell some stuff, I tried to help some kid out. I got some other shoes, so yeah, those tires don't hold air for very long.
I got one of these, but mine's big.
Take it. I got that for free.
Really?
Yeah, the neighbor gave it to me.
Does it work?
Yeah, it does. Take it.
It's kind of heavy.
It's light. It's light. The feet broke off of it. I don't even want to get rid of this. I'm thinking about keeping this. It's a magnet. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it.
Well, you don't want it, huh?
Take it, man.
Hot damn.
If you need it, take it.
Okay.
Man, take it. Please take it. That's why they put that piece of plywood on the bottom.
That's why they put that. Oh.
Yeah.
Because one of my legs are bad, and I gotta I'm gluing it back together.
Yeah. I had one of mine took a shit, and then the neighbor put that one out, and the neighbor, that neighbor always puts out good stuff. That's why I was like, you know what? I bet you this fucking thing works. And sure as shit, I plugged it in, it works. Because I had my oscillating one I paid $50 for, and I was going to use that for next winter, but
This will be perfect. I'll put it in my mom's bedroom.
I don't know if it lights up, but it does work. The heat does work.
I can fix that.
I know you can, Bill.
I can fix that.
For sure. Yeah, you can. Another one? Ha. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. If anything pops off, I'm gonna be doing Bible studies today. But people are coming over. I'm busy. I'm doing stuff. So I'll talk to you guys soon. God bless.